Sweet Honey. Welcome to Sweet Honey's Life. Today we are going to be looking at another recipe from this book. And as I told you, from time to time, I'll be making recipes from this book. And I have no affiliation with the person of the book. I just wanted to share, a little bit of what I'm learning so that we can be able to do stuff for ourselves. So today, I'm going to be looking at a mighty long tincture. And I've made tinctures for y'all before, but this one is especially for the lungs. And the reason I wanted to make this is because sometimes I find that because I suffer with my sinuses and everything so much, my lungs get a little bit congested and I can feel sometimes it being difficulty to breathe and all that. The thing about tinctures is that you have to let them sit in a dark place, a dark, cool place for about 4 to 6 weeks. Normally, I let mine stay like 6 to 8 weeks or so, but this one I might, look at it in about 4 to 5 weeks or so, because I really want to have it to be able to use for my lungs. So if you are suffering with your lungs as well, you can try this tincture as well. And just remember one thing, I am not a medical doctor. I am just a person that loves herbs, love to deal with things to do with herbs, and always interested in trying. And if you are taking any kind of medication or pregnant or anything like that, please consult your doctor before using any kind of herbal remedies, because these things sometimes have adverse reactions to medications and all that, because you're either doing the natural way or you're going to be doing the synthetic way. So I really wanted to, try this one. And as usual, I'm going step by step from the book. I have all my herbs that is required here. So she's asking for mullein leaves, and this is my mullein leaves. I already made a tincture with this for the lungs. And then she asks for some lungwort. This is my lungwort. And just as it said, lungwort, and not to get mixed up with lung moss. And then some thyme leaves, my thyme leaves. And I think that I made something with thyme for you, but all these things I will list in the description box. And then these are my peppermint leaves. So, and then obviously when you are doing a tincture, you either use vodka or she has brandy here. I don't like brandy or anything like that, and I like using vodka because it's tasteless and it's odorless. And I'm just doing a small cup today, so I have my cup right here. And we are going to be looking at making this recipe now. Before we start, let's just read her beginning, which is, she says this is a homemade mighty longs tincture, and it can support respiratory health. This tincture consists of herbs and ingredients known for its lung strengthening and soothing properties. Mullein is known for its respiratory benefits and can help soothe irritated lungs. Lungwort is an herb that is traditionally used for lung health. Thyme is known for its antibacterial properties and can help with respiratory congestion. Peppermint helps to open the airways and soothes the respiratory tract. So tinctures are very, very simple. As long as you have all your things, you just put all in the bottle, put the alcohol, and you are all done. Okay. And I am going to be using this pint container today. I'm not making a big batch. So but she used like a cup of alcohol, and she used an eighth cup of lungwort, eighth cup of thyme, and an eighth cup of peppermint. But then she used a quarter cup of mullein leaves. So because I'm making a little bit more, I am going to put a third cup of the mullein leaves, which means I'm putting a little bit more of the mullein leaves than she had. And then I am going to use just under a quarter cup of the other ingredients. So this is my peppermint. Ooh, this peppermint smells so nice. That's my peppermint. And this is my quarter cup. So I'm just going to be using that just under the quarter cup. I might put in a little bit more of the mullein leaves. But, and this is going to be my thyme. Because basically she's asking for the eighth cup, which is probably 2 tablespoons. But this is what I am doing. Let me get my lungwort. So these other ones, I put a little less than a quarter cup. And I'm going to put a little bit more of the mullein. All right, so the amount of herbs that I put in here has brought me exactly to half of this bottle. So I'm just going to top it up with my alcohol now. And of course you can make your things as strong as you need it, but half the cup is good enough for me. And I'm going to top this up with the alcohol. Let me just take out this thing. This really keeps you up. All right. Much better. It's a lot faster. And then you fill it to like, not full, but just a little, see, just a little space there. And I have like a silicone thing on the inside of my cork. so that, you know, it helps with any kind of rusting or anything like that. Don't worry about the herbs. The herbs are floating to the top now. But what they will do, and this silicone, it stops any kind of like leaking or anything like that. You see, it doesn't leak, so it stops any of that. So when you shake it, there's no water that is going to be coming out. Nothing is going to be coming out because it stops the leaking. So basically, our tincture is finished. But what you can do is you can just come every 2 days or so. You don't have to shake it every day, but every 2-3 days or so, you just shake it. But the next thing you're going to do is you're going to label this so that you can know exactly what is in it and what it is. So we're going to make a label. We're just going to put on our label on that. Some people label their corks like to the top here. But really and truthfully, I don't label my corks because I like to, I don't know, I just like to see the labels on. All right, but I already did it. But let's read and see what she has here. All right, so she says to collect the specific amounts of the dried mullein, lungwort, thyme, and peppermint. You can find these herbs in any health food store or online. And then she says, combine the herbs, mix together in a clean glass with an airtight lid, which is what I show you. Ensure that you have equal portions of each herb. This is what confuses me sometimes, because sometimes because she asks for less things here, but then she says equal parts here. But anyway, so then she says add the alcohol, which is what we did. Cover slightly, seal the jar, then shake, which is what we did. And then what will happen is that the herbs will settle to the bottom. But because you see they're floating to the top right now, but they wouldn't float to the top when they get all soaked with the herb. And then in after the steeping period, which is 4 to 6 weeks, I'm not going to be able to show you that today. But what I will do, I will come back and show you when we are going to be straining out this and bottle this. I will definitely come back and show you that. And so then we put it in a dark dropper bottle. And I also put my herbs in my, I put my herbs in bottles like these, dark dropper bottles. And also I would put the additional one in a bottle like this and just, keep the label it. And that is what I do. And we are here to help each other. We are here to help each other collect our home apothecary. And this book, once again, is the Home Apothecary, and it has 250 recipes. And every now and again, I will come to you with a recipe. But to say to use the tincture, take 20 to 30 drops, which is mostly one of these dropper things, right? one of those. And whatever way you fill it, whatever it comes, that's normally 20 drops. 20 to 30 drops diluted in a small amount of water or tea or juice. Or you could squirt it directly in your mouth. You can take it 3 times a day or as needed to support your respiratory health. All right. And notes here, she has these measurements will yield a small batch of tincture that you can use to support respiratory health. And as I said, I made a little bit more than she had here to make. If you want to make a larger batch, you can scale the measurements accordingly while maintaining the equal portions of herbs. Start with a small dose to monitor your body's response. You hear that? Start with a small dose to monitor your body's response. Adjust to the dose as needed based on your individual preferences. Okay, so that is it from this book. And you know, I always like bringing things to you from this book. And once again, this is our tincture, and this is our mighty long tincture. And we are going to come back to be able to use this in about 4 to 5 weeks. And stay tuned for that. If you enjoyed this recipe, you can consider giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe. And remember, always spread the love and let your light shine.